Hey YouTube, and James here. We're doing a little bit of a different video. Um, First of all, as you can see, I did get my nether drake from fishing, finally. Pretty cool looking. It looks kind of like one of the originals. And we're going to go over that right now. That's the nether swept egg. And so there's the original one that I had. That's the nether onyx one. It's cool. I do think that if they were going to do a fishing mount, they should be more fishing oriented, like fish stuff. Anyway, I want to talk today about the problem I've ran into in World of Warcraft. And some of you may disagree. Some of you may say, it makes sense, blah, blah, blah. But to me, it doesn't make sense. So, as you can see, my hunter is a one of these Volpera. Has been for a little bit. The Pandaren was fine, but I didn't think that the hunter fit the feel of a Pandaren. And so I went to I just didn't think hunter class fit. And then the whole archaeologist thing and all that. She didn't seem like it fit. But anyway, so we're going to talk about my little issue, little problem while I go out mining. I'm currently leveling up mining here in Mechagon. Anyway, so the problem is that I get into a group with Ricky or somebody else who is on the horde, and as I'm sitting there in a group, we're out. My nose itches really bad. We're out. We're out in Eversong Woods doing stuff. Okay, right. And mind you, now remember, we're in a group. Okay, Ricky's a gnome. I'm my hunter here, and we're in a group. And we go and fight monsters, and she can't freaking heal me. She can't heal me. And that's a problem. And now she's a healer. Right? Or no, I think she was not on her Pandaren. I don't know. She has a healer. And she can't heal my character because my character is not friendly. Okay? Not friendly. Now, how does that make any sense? Not friendly. We're in a group. I'm in a group with a friend of mine, but my friend can't heal me because we're not friendly. But we're in a group. Now, some of you may debate that and say, well, it's World of Warcraft, we're supposed to be world fighting. My characters would not fight each other. Like, why can't anybody understand that my character's personalities did not have that, I want to fight the Alliance or the Horde? Like, we don't do that. My characters don't give a shit. They don't care. Right? We don't give a rat's crap at all if somebody is on the Alliance or the Horde. All we care about is if we're in a group, we're friends. Obviously, we're friends. They're on my friends list. I'm not saying that Blizzard should remove World of Warcraft or the war in Warcraft. I'm not saying that they should lose that. What I am saying is that if you're in a group with somebody from the opposite faction, you should be able to do world stuff. And another problem, so like that's the first problem. And the second problem is we're as we're in Eversong, we're gonna fly over from Silvermoon. We're gonna fly out and we're gonna go to this abundance. Well, at least there was an abundance. Oh, right here when it was open. And we're gonna go do the abundance, and she freaking can't get on my mount. Right? This whole expansion, when this character was a Pandaren, she would fly with me. She doesn't like flying, The woman hates driving in real life, so obviously she doesn't like flying in the game, and so I backpack her around. I call her my backpack. And yet she can't even. Now we're in a group, remember? But she can't even get on the horse with me, the fucking dragon, whatever. Like, how asinine is that? That because I'm limited and because she likes the character she chose, and I like the character I chose, and they happen to be on opposite factions, we can't do out in the world stuff. But here's and here's where the argument of World of Warcraft breaks. As soon as we enter a dungeon, she can heal me again. That makes no sense. Outside, can't heal. Walk into a dungeon, right? Right next to you, right? So you walk from outside into a delve, for example. All you do is phase in, and now suddenly, magically, like, I guess her character just suddenly gets brainwashed and just decides, oh, this person is actually nice, I'm going to heal them now. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You either keep the war in Warcraft and have us fight each other all the time and don't allow us to group together and don't allow us to be in the same guilds and all that, or you let us do that and you let us do content outside of a dungeon or a raid or a delve and allow our group members to heal us. I went to go do a pray, for example, and I took, of course, Ricky can't heal me. She cannot heal me. Like, I'm sorry, but, Blizzard opened the door and half-assed it. Y'all half-assed it, Blizzard. I understand about I'll go so far as to say, I understand about somebody not being able to heal the opposite faction if you're not in a group, right? If you're not friends and you're just there, and you're just, yes, I'm making a video, what's up? I understand if you're in not in a group and you're just hanging out and you're doing some world quest or something. I understand about not being able to heal each other at that point. But if you're in a group as your friends, you should be able to heal each other. You should be able to backpack each other's mounts. You should be able to do those things because you're in a freaking group. So I don't see the that thing is still there. I'm never going to see the point in that. I mean, maybe you guys have a difference of opinion or something, but at least if you're in a group and you're flying to get to a certain area to do a dungeon, you should be able to heal each other. You should be able to get on each other's mounts. You should be able to do all that stuff to be able to have group. I'm in a group with a friend. Ricky's gnome. She's my friend. She is my character's friend, whether Blizzard likes it or not, or any of you people like it or not. A Horde character and Alliance character are friends. We're friends. We don't see the point in bickering over stupid crap because World of Warcraft. We don't care. It doesn't bother us any. And I see it as a half crappy thing to do for somebody if they want to. Oh, cool! There's a spider here. If they want to, if they want to party together and they happen to be a different faction, I think that's wrong. You allow group content, allow us to heal each other outside if we're in a group. Allow us to ride each other's mounts while in a group. Doing so, not allowing that, hinders how we play the game, how we play with our friends. Okay? I'm not saying turn World of Warcraft into Care Bear land, but I am saying that some people don't give a crap. Like, I think we've progressed beyond the whole war and Warcraft. I think our characters in the Alliance and the Horde, I think we've progressed far enough now that characters aren't stupid. Characters make their own decisions. We do things that our characters would do and not so much follow the faction we represent. Because I know as well as anyone else, I won't follow some faction because Blizzard says I should, or because you all think that I should, or because my character is supposed to do something. No. Like, think of a character as their own person. I don't blindly follow human beings in real life. And I don't think none of y'all do. Maybe you do, but I don't. Like, if I don't agree with something that some person is saying, I'm just not going to follow what it is. Okay? Like, as a nurse, they teach us to think critically. Thinking critically doesn't mean following everything to a T and just blindly following what someone else says. Likewise, I would never, if some like political opponent, for example, believed something that I agreed with, and a person who's a quote a part of my group or party, whatever you want to call it, didn't, I obviously wouldn't follow the person who's part of my group or party because I don't agree with what they're saying. Like, Blizzard needs to give us the ability and have our characters be able to make our own freaking decisions. Like, I think we've progressed far enough where the factions should stay, but you should be able to decide on any character which faction you want to play on. So if I'm a night elf, but but that night elf has had something happen in the past, this is becoming more RP type situation, and he or she is very disgruntled at the the alliance, then my character, with that in mind, would go and join the horde. My character would say, nope, I'm not associating with the alliance at all. I don't like them. They unintentionally killed my family in the war, blah 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 blah. Make up some RP story, whatever you want, and I should be able to join the horde. And the Volpera. Well, the Volpera's story is what? The Alliance went and murdered them and stuff like that. Okay, well, that's been a while, and if my character doesn't agree with what the Horde is doing, my Volpera would have joined the Alliance and said, you know what, I'm okay. I forgive you guys for being douchebags to my people, and I'm gonna join you because, well, you follow what I want more so than the Horde. So take that what you will, guys. I really think Blizzard at least needs. I think Blizzard needs to allow when you're in a group with opposite faction, you should heal each other and be able to ride each other's mounts. That is just simple. Allowing people to play with friends, simple. So let me know what you think. It's just an aggravated part of me where I can't even play with my friends because they're on the Alliance and I'm on the Horde. And if we want to do any outdoor content at all with each other, we're basically stuck. Like, if I start taking a bunch of damage, well, nobody can heal me. Why? Because they're freaking Horde. We're in a group. We're in a friendly group, a friendly environment, but we can't heal each other. We can't ride each other's mouth. Oh, and we can't. You also can't trade with each other too. So my son bought something on the auction house for me, and he went to trade it. But he's Alliance and I'm Horde. Again, we're in a group. We're in a group, and he can't trade whatever it is. Instead, we have to go into a dungeon, just randomly into a random dungeon, trade, and then leave. Like that, it makes no sense. Okay. If you want people to play with each other, you need to allow us to do outworld content with each other in a group. It's not hard, Blizzard. Come on. Like, you really need to back yourselves up with your thought process on this because it makes no sense to me. Anyway, that's it.